Well, okay. I'm pretty sure you've met some of my good friends.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on some of them?
Uh,
Like anyone that you can think of off of the top of your head.
okay, well, all of them seem, a lot of them seem like nice people. Right? I can't really say all of them because I haven't met all of them or talked to all of them.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not gonna go and judge a book by its cover. Say, I mean, a lot of them are nice people. I think they're the most honest person I've seen, and very mature for his age is TehJew22.
Uh,
One of the reasons why
yes, true.
one of the reasons why I say that is because he's raised with manners and everything, which is a big which is something that's really huge. Right? If you're you have to have respect for a lot of people, and he has respect for a lot of people. Right? So
Yes.
a lot of people respect him back for that.
Oh, yes, I do. And anytime I have a problem and it affects the group, I always talk to him, and I always try to talk to him as much as I can. And and also True, who in turn respects me, and I respect him for and the fact that he even invited me to be a part of the group channel that I'm also a part of. Mainly through an invitation, which is in so many a game. But as far as True Who himself, really nice guy, and you know that
Hmm.
firsthand. Because well, you may not have talked to him this much, but you've worked with him on the former foreign exchangers. I mean, I hate to bring that up, but if it wasn't for that group, I don't think I would have met True Who, and neither
Yeah.
would have you. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that former group I'd rather not even talk about it, to be honest, because well,
It just brings up a lot of bad memories.
let's just say I know the real reason behind it, my own about why it didn't work. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing I'd say to it is that the only reason why I was within the group is to try to provide leadership to any newcomers to Let's Play. That's about it.
And you did a great job for what you did. I mean, it's not your fault that it went to crap because, well, I mean, you were not in charge. I mean, you just provided senior leadership. That's all you do. In fact, that's exactly what I do with Insomania Game. Of course, I haven't been on it. Well, in terms of getting on Skype because of computer problems
Mhm.
I've had, but other than that, I try to do my best to help True Who if he needs help,
Yeah.
and he can take care of himself and take care of the channel because he created it. But even so, really nice guy is True Who. Really nice. Okay. Any other people you can think of?
From off the top of my head,
Yeah.
see, it's hard to say because like a lot of the people that you've known is they're all good. They're all really nice people in their own respective ways. See,
Yeah.
so I can't really say True just really sticks out in my head for because of the fact of his age stuff. But like a lot of the other ones that really comment on your video on a daily basis
Mm-hmm.
is they're all good in your unique ways. Like there's no you can't fault anyone for any negatives with them. Like they all got their talents. They're all good.
Yeah. Yeah. You have your own personality and charm about it, and you do a great job with your Let's Plays, and I mean, sure, I haven't been commenting on your Let's Plays as much because, well, sometimes they don't come out as much
Recently, they haven't been
because
coming out
of
as much because of the fact that the baby and everything.
yes,
He
and
comes first. So I mean, if I gotta hold off on recording time and everything, then that's what I gotta
yeah.
do. So
Well, I'm just thankful that you even put anything out, uh, and also yes, they have a new addition to the family, and he goes by many names, but one of them is the baby Yoshi, the the baby blue Yoshi. That's it.
Well, yes, I remember. I remember when Quota said like, "Oh, call it harder, baby. She have a blue or a pink Yoshi?" And Grotus, she had a blue shell.
Oh,
I remember when Grotus said that, and that actually made me laugh.
yeah, I could see how it would. And oh man, but as far as the baby Yoshi, I mean, does he bring you uh, does he bring you any joy?
He does. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty much the day that he was born was pretty much one of the happiest days of my life, and I say one of because there's many of them.
Oh yeah, the day you got married. That's another good one.
Yep.
But I mean, I remember I saw my cousin, or not my cousin, my first nephew. So I'm an uncle now. When I saw him, I was like, oh my lord, it's one of God's most beautiful creatures. You know, and it's true. I mean, babies are very, 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 um, very precious. In fact, we were all babies at one time or another, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the most precious babies you've seen because he's yours.
Yeah, but but yeah, that is true. He's like I wouldn't trade him in for anything in the world, right? Like Colette, like you said earlier, we have ups and downs, but I still wouldn't trade her in for anything in the world. I mean, some people
No,
might want me to, but then they can just, as I
they
quote,
can
The Simpsons, sit on attack.
sit on attack.
I got the joy, joy, joy. Okay, I can't really sing it like that, but I think it's Todd or Rod, one of them in Flanders, actually did say, and if the devil don't like it, they could sit on attack.
They can sit on attack. Wow. I never would have thought to use that as an insult.
Oh, I can come up with worse, but I'd rather keep it, I'd rather keep it clean,
PG.
yeah, PG.
Well, I mean, it's not that completely PG. I mean, one thing. Okay, whenever I really, really, really hate somebody, and I don't do this very often, but I mean, you really have to. Well, not you per se, but one would have to really piss me off to do that. And whenever something like that happens, I always say to that person, you know what, you can suck my thigh. I don't know if you've heard that expression, but yeah, suck my thigh.
I'm assuming that thigh would probably be substituted for anything else, but yeah, I've never heard him say thigh.
No, I meant literally my thigh. Al- Although, if I'm not careful, someone might actually
Yeah.
do it and actually like it that much. So I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, there's a lot of insults out there, and it's a lot worse than sitting on attack. But I don't think anything can be as painful as sitting on attack. Heck, I don't think anything quite like what happened to Mankind getting chokeslammed into a bunch of tacks could ever top that. And I'm talking about the wrestler Mankind, by the way.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of wrestling, I know that you're a big fan of it. I mean, of course, WWE has been screwing up majorly. In fact, it's gotten to the point where I stopped watching because it just got so bad.
Oh, it got to that point years ago for me.
Yeah, I mean, before I could tolerate it, but nowadays it's like, what? I mean, really, the moment that CM Punk left, and the moment that, the moment that CM Punk left, it was like the end of an era right there. I mean, because CM Punk kind of reinvigorated it, but then when he left, it's like, even though Daniel Bryan's a nice guy and all, but he can't do it by himself. I mean, and you can't really fault Bryan for it. I mean, Daniel, I mean, he's doing everything he can to, help the company, but it's not enough. And it's not really his fault.
No, but I think it's more to it than that too. When it comes to Daniel Bryan, like the company, the way that the company is they made John Cena their poster boy, which pissed off a lot of people. I mean, at the time when I was watching heavily into it, it was the Austin era, right, with the Attitude Era, and then they changed to the Brock Lesnar era, and then John Cena era. I gave up watching it because of the fact that all that they were doing was just reinvigorating their old storylines. That, oh well, the Attitude Era worked. Let's see what we're trying in this era. Well, you kind of can't do it with different people. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin is just Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock is The Rock. He's going to be The Rock. Triple H is probably the only one that's been through all of it because he married into the family. But
Yeah, definitely.
you still can't replace a guy like him.
No, you. I mean, as sad as it is, yeah, you can't replace Triple H because Triple H is Triple H. But even so, yeah, I mean, after the Roy, in fact, okay, the part where they get rid of the. Okay, I don't know if you remember Survivor Series of this past fall, 2014. Um, okay, so they get rid of the Authority, which I was like, all right. It kind of gave me a little bit of hope, but then when they brought him back, it was like, here we go again. That coupled with the Royal Rumble, that's pretty much where it ended finally, for me.
Yeah, and I think where it ended for me was years ago when they started bringing in like the NXT people to attack. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you guys just done this before. All you're just doing is another invasion thing.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that. I mean, it was okay, but it just wasn't executed as best as it should have been at the time. But even then, I can see why you would get tired of it. Even then, I can see why people got tired of it even long after that. But still,